Happy Canada Day. Today is the 159th birthday of Canada, and I'm not going to show 159 albums, but I'm going to share 15 Canadian bands you definitely need to know, like Max Webster. Come in and have a look. Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you had a great morning this morning. It is Wednesday morning, Canada Day. It's also Coffee Canada Day. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Good. I just made that one. 159 years officially as a country. We've been around a lot longer than that, but I'm not going to show. I probably could show 159 Canadian bands, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many Canadian bands I have in my collection. I got a lot, but I've chosen 15 here that I feel you need to know. Some of you probably already know these people or these bands, these artists, but if you don't, you definitely need to check these guys out. Because every band that I'm mentioning is amazing. Um, I won't take up too much time, but starting with Gotto, the Canadian rock band from Scarborough, Ontario, which is just on the outskirts of Toronto, kind of a suburb of Toronto, way back in '75, led by the amazing Greg Godovich on lead vocals, bass, and guitars. This is their second album. If indeed it's lonely at the top, it's lonely at the bottom too. 1978 release. The band had a reputation of being raw and loud and some of the most underrated hard rock that kind of put them above all the other similar bands of the time. So check out Gotto. These guys are amazing, amazing stuff for sure. As well as this one. Now, this is another hard rock trio from Canada. Um, no, it's not Rush. This is Mahogany Rush with Frank Marino from Montreal, Quebec in 1969. They kind of peaked at their popularity in the 70s. They played at California Jam 2. Frank Marino's lead guitar gives you a sense of Jimi Hendrix as he plays a similar styles to Jimi Hendrix. Their music is a blend of acid rock and funky bass lines with some jazz fusion mixed in. If you don't know Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, definitely check these guys out. Amazing, amazing band. From Toronto, you got Moxie, formed in '73. There was a DJ in San Antonio, Kiss FM, Joe Anthony, the godfather of rock. He was largely responsible for giving Moxie their break in Texas, of all places. And they actually opened up for AC/DC on their 1977 tour. On this album, you got none other than Tommy Bolin stepping in and playing some lead solos on Moxie 1. Because their guitarist, I think, got in a fight or anyway, he left the band, so they needed a player. Tommy Bolin happened to be in the studio. Come on over and play if you don't mind. Sure. Also, in later albums, Mike Reno, who went on to become part of Loverboy, was also part of the band in 1978. Their music is always gritty guitar. It's just a great, great band in Moxie. Econoline Crush, industrial rock, alternative rock, post-grunge band from Vancouver, British Columbia, formed in '82. This is Affliction, their debut album. Amazing stuff. Robbie Morfitt, the guitarist, great driving rhythm, aggressive. And Trevor Hurst, he's got a broad range to his vocal style where he can do melodic singing as well as abrasive singing as well. Fantastic stuff in Econoline Crush. You gotta check those guys out for sure. From Hamilton, Ontario, which is southern Ontario, you've got the Arkells. I've got quite a few Arkells. I love these guys. Primarily alternative rock. This is their fifth album, 2016's Morning Report. A great, great live band. High energy, stadium-sized performances, pop rock discography. They always have a backing brass tour, trombone, trumpet, and saxophones, making their music pretty much sing along in their concerts. It's really, really cool to watch. I'd love to see these guys live. But yeah, Arkells, definitely check these guys out. From Toronto. How about Toronto? Late 70s. Best known for big hits, Your Daddy Don't Know. Also, they wrote the original version of What About Love, a song that Heart would make huge in their discography. This is their 1980 debut, Looking for Trouble, led by the amazing lead vocalist Holly Woods, who in my opinion can match Heart's Ann Wilson in range and style. These guys are really good. They rock for sure. Toronto. There they are there. I think that's Holly Woods there. Yeah, great stuff from Toronto. Another amazing guitarist. You guys probably know this guy, Pat Travers. From Toronto, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe from Ottawa, because he saw Jimi Hendrix perform in Ottawa at the age of 12, and he's never put the guitar down since. Started his career in the mid 70s, became a huge guitar god. Kirk Hammett of Metallica calls Pat Travers one of his favorite guitar players. The 80s, late 70s and early 80s were the kind of the golden age of the Pat Travers band. You got the legendary lineup of course, Pat Travers, co-guitarist Pat Thrall, bassist Peter Mars Cowling, and drummer Tommy Aldridge. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. How about the Tragically Hip? Canada's premier band, formed in Kingston, Ontario, which is about 45 minutes east of here, in 1984. 13 studio albums, 2 live albums, 2 EPs, 50 singles over a 33-year career. 9 of their albums reached #1 in Canada. Numerous Canadian awards, 17 Juno Awards. One of the best-selling Canadian bands in Canada, and the fourth best-selling Canadian artist overall in Canada. Unfortunately, we would lose singer Gord Downie. Sorry, Gord. Gord Downie in October 2017 as a result of brain cancer. But they were at the top of their career all the way through, right till their final concert in Kingston. They did a kind of a final concert. Gord Downie, when they first began, couldn't remember any lyrics because of his illness, but they remained constant throughout their career. And when Gord Downie passed, Parliament Hill, the government lowered the Canadian flag half-mast, and they even stopped filming the Olympics at the time to film the final concert, the CBC, the main TV station in Canada. So pretty remarkable for a little small town band from Kingston, Ontario. Amazing stuff. Another band from Mississauga, Ontario, which is pretty much Toronto. You got Triumph, formed in 75, who is now back on tour, which is cool to see. Canada's other rock trio, hard rock, heavy metal, progressive rock. Mike Levine on bass guitar, synthesizer, piano, backing vocals. He's not touring in the present tour, unfortunately. Not very well, apparently. Gilmore, drums, percussion, lead, and backing vocals. He is on the new tour, and of course Rick Emmett on guitar, lead, and backing vocals, synthesizer, keyboards, bass. One of the most amazing guitarists not in Canada, all over the world, pretty much. He is an amazing guitarist. So if you don't know Triumph, which I know you guys do, check these guys out for sure. Another band from Southern Ontario, Hamilton, Ontario, which is just on the outskirts of the edge of Toronto. How about Teenage Head? Canadian punk rock group from Hamilton, Ontario. I love this embossing on here. This is Frantic City, their second studio album, released in 1980. Certified platinum in Canada in 1983. Kind of dubbed the Canadian Ramones. High energy, 3-chord punk, 50s rockabilly, surf rock, and Chuck Berry style rock and roll. This is kind of considered their masterpiece and breakthrough album. But it's great. I love it. I love it. What would it be if I didn't mention this amazing Canadian band who I've seen a couple of times, plus their lead singer, I've seen him a number of times, Max Webster, from Toronto in 1972. Pretty successful in Canada. They were also a huge touring band with Rush, and Rush actually appeared on their last album, or their final album, Universal Juvenile, and the heavy track Battle Scars. Their music is a combination of hard rock, progressive rock, glam rock, led by the amazing Kim Mitchell, shown here in a little mini, I guess they're mini shorts, and keyboardist Terry Watkinson, who we just lost not too long ago. So Kim Mitchell, severely underrated guitarist, more the rock-edged writer or player, and Terry Watkinson, more of the lush melodic tunes that they played, and their mixture of both really highlighted the band. You got some quirky Zappa-like lyrics in here with some humor, and of course the lyricism is just top-notch. Pi Dubois did most of their lyrics. He also wrote or co-wrote Tom Sawyer with Rush, which is cool. So check out Max Webster, as well as Kim Mitchell's solo stuff. Another great band from Calgary, Alberta. I just recently picked this one up. Stampeders. You got lead guitarist and vocalist Rich Dodson, bassist Ronnie King, drummer Kim Burley, again from Calgary, Alberta. They had 15 top 40 hits. Sweet City Woman, Wild Eyes, Carry Me. This is Ballsy, one of my most recent finds. It's one of their latest albums, 1979. It's blues rock and hard rock, completely different from their... I mean, Wild Eyes is a pretty heavy track, but Sweet City Woman and Carry Me were kind of great poppy tracks, but this is pretty amazing stuff. So check out Stampeders. Amazing stuff. They were the Stampeders. They just dropped the, and now they're just Stampeders. A recent band that I'm just falling in love with, a rock duo from Oshawa, Ontario, which is again part of Toronto, Crownlands. This is remarkable. You got vocalist and drummer Cody Bowles, guitarist and bassist, keyboards Kevin Comu, sorry. Complex musicianship, high registered Getty and say Robert Plant style vocals, Rush and Led Zeppelin music, but then also mixed in with the progressive style of Yes. It's kind of a modern band with a classic 70s feel to it. This is their debut, 2020, Crown Lands. Check this out for sure. And also an EP, White Buffalo, released in 2021. They call it an EP, but it's 35 minutes long. And it's amazing, amazing stuff. White Buffalo is I was so impressed with that EP. But Crown Lands is so impressive. So good. And then leading into a duo from Quebec. Again, I just featured these guys in a video a couple of days ago. Sorry, there's a bus outside or a truck or something. I apologize for that. The very unique Angine de Potren, Canadian rock duo from Saguenay, Quebec. You got anonymous members performing under the pseudonyms Kai de Potren, guitar and bass, and Clec de Potren on drums. Complex microtonal compositions, math rock, experimental rock, observed images. You got this guy here with the phallic-like nose sticking out, and they got these triangle symbols going on. And then you got the drummer with this tall top hat on with diamond eyes, and you can see his real eyes down below. But they're taking over the world. Everyone's talking about this band. It's just remarkable. This is Volume 1, released in 2024. And the amazing thing is, as Ken de Portran is not only playing a dual neck guitar and bass, he's also adding loop tracks to it as well. With his feet. He's got a soundboard that he's controlling with his feet. It's just amazing. It's boundary pushing music. Brilliant thumping bass lines, math rock rhythms, kind of danceable noise rock. But yeah, check these guys out. And finally, before, there was a band called Rush, which we all know and love. There was a band called Rush, Toronto band, formed in Toronto. 3-man trio. You had John Rutsey on drums, percussion, backing vocals. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2008. He had diabetes and not very healthy. He also did lyrics. Alex Lifeson, electric and acoustic guitars, backing vocals. And Geddy Lee, lead and backing vocals and bass. Neil Peart. Their debut was nothing like their other studio albums, which became more progressive, synth-driven, all that other stuff. This is just straight-ahead rock and roll, with influences of early British rock like Cream and the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Led Zeppelin, Humble Pie. To me, every track is a banger. One of my favorite Rush albums as well. You got Finding My Way, Need Some Love, Take a Friend, Here Again, What You're Doing, In the Mood, Before and After, and the classic Working Man. These guys did it right. I mean, Destiny, of course, would make these guys one of the biggest bands in the world. But when they were just a cool little band from Toronto, these guys rocked it out. So if you don't know their debut album and you know all their other stuff, check out this debut album. It's just fantastic. So there you have it, guys. There's 15 Canadian bands you need to know. And again, happy Canada Day. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. I know the 4th is coming up soon for you, for my American friends, and I wish everyone a happy 4th of July as well. But that's it for now. I'll see you Friday. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.